The following is a presentation of TFNN. The Bull Bear Binary Option Hour. Brought to you by Nadex. Call now, toll free at 1-877-927-6648. Internationally at 727-445-1044. Now, Tom and Tommy O'Brien.
Welcome, folks. We have the Dow Industrials right now down 14. You get the Nasdaq off 9. S&Ps are off 6. Gold contracts trading down $2 at $12.76. You have silver down 2 cents, $16.94 an ounce. Copper is down a couple pennies at $3.17 a pound. Light sweet crude flat, $52.27. We're going to have the EIA numbers out this morning. Those API numbers last night, they were anemic numbers, meaning that there was big drawdowns right across all those markets. 10-year note down 13.6, 124.10. 30-year bond off 1 full point, 150.21. You get the notes and bonds. They've taken out their swing point from October as well as July. The real question is going to be, are they going to be able to hold price right now? Right now, we're at 2.45 in the 10-year. King dollar's flat, 93.660. King dollar's been trying to take out this August 16th high since August 16th. Each and every time up there, you have a seller, and it's not a retail seller, folks. Someone is up there just selling away at that price point. We'll see whether it can get up and over that area today. You have the euro at 117, almost 118 to the U.S. dollar. The yen is at 113, almost 114 to the U.S. dollar. Let's go over to our man, Mr. Kevin Hinks at TD Ameritrade Thinkorswim. And don't forget, folks, every trading day right here at 11 to 12 Eastern Standard Time, no matter where you are, if you happen to be coming down the West Coast or the East Coast right now listening, remember to get us 24 hours a day right on your cell phone. You go to TFNN.com, you hit Tiger TV. If you haven't test-driven the Thinkorswim platform, great time to do it. Come over to our website at TFNN, hit the platform. You can bring it up. They'll allow you to trade with paper money. And, of course, this is the most wonderful time of the year. And our man, Mr. Kevin Hinks, Scott Connor, the team is setting up paper trades each and every day so you can understand the different strategies that you can use inside this environment. Kevin Hinks, what's going on?
Good morning, Tom O'Brien. How's everything?
It's going great, man. How you doing?
Good. We're off and running today, so we got a lot. We are now waist deep in earnings season. So we're looking at, but the big news story today, Chipotle.
Yeah. Oh, my God.
My gosh.
That's pretty intense, man.
How do you mess up cheese?
Seriously. And
cheese.
what Kevin's talking about, folks, this is pretty intense, man. Chipotle is down $43. And, it's a vicious, man. I mean, this is just in 6 months, this is down from $495 to $280. Yeah, I mean, it's quite a dynamic, Kevin. There's no doubt.
Right.
I mean,
look absolutely.
Yeah. It's
Chipotle trading 280 and a half basically right now, and it keeps happening, Tom. Now they're down to a 59 PE. Right, that's low historically for them for sure.
Yeah.
So, interesting times over at Chipotle. A stock that, remember, it was just a couple of years ago trading $750. Now trading $280.
I know, and you're talking. I guess once you lose trust,
right.
we were talking about this yesterday, man. The food that we eat, it's dangerous if you lose trust in that business because it's like, okay.
Right, Chipotle has to stay off the headlines.
Yeah.
Right? That's the biggest problem with them right now in terms of, because remember, other farms, other restaurant groups have had problems with something like this.
Yes.
Jack in the Box, Taco Bell had problems, and they've all recovered from this, but you got to stay off the headlines.
Right. Well, this brings up a good point. We talk a lot, folks, about options, about futures, okay? This is where the defined risk comes in now. I feel for you if you were long Chipotle, folks, okay? But if you're in the option market, I mean, I know it's still bad. You'd lose money. But it's a huge difference, man. I mean, this is a classic example, Kevin, too, that you wake up in the morning and your stock's down $43. Because it seems when equities actually get killed, we've been doing this long enough. You always say, hey, listen, you want money management, you want stops in. But when equities do get killed, they seem to gap away. And even if people
Sure.
have stops in, they say, see ya, don't want to be ya. And this is a classic
and
example.
if you have a stop in that gets,
Right.
that gets triggered in a volatile market, those fills can be quite poor.
Exactly.
Actually.
Or they just jump your stop, right? That's
Right.
You know what I mean? So this is a classic example that if you are in the option market, it's defined. Particularly, you're talking to stocks that are $200-300. We have a lot of those stocks now. I mean,
Sure.
that Dow yesterday, they're all $200 stocks.
That's right. That's right. I mean, think about what came out yesterday in terms of earnings, right? It was McDonald's, it was 3M,
Yep.
and it was
A Caterpillar.
Caterpillar, yes.
Yep.
So, yeah, just, big numbers in all these names now. I mean, you got Goldman Sachs, 240. You have Tesla, 330. Amazon, 980.
Yep.
These are expensive stocks that can use big. McDonald's is $165.
Exactly.
So
No.
these are a lot of stocks trading at big prices.
And, tomorrow, I'm sure you're going to be, basically talking about the big NDX stocks. Tomorrow we get those big
Right.
NDX stocks coming up. You get Amazon, you got Google, you got Microsoft, Intel. Today's going to be a big day, too, but it's like, oh, my God.
You're exactly right.
Yeah.
And that's when, like, yesterday's action was all in the Dow stocks, right?
Yes.
Those three are all in the Dow. Well, now when we get into tomorrow, it's all about the NASDAQ.
Right.
And the NQ future. So we'll be dealing with those coming. That'll come into focus tomorrow and after the bell tomorrow night.
Yeah. It's going to be intriguing. There's no doubt that when we look at this market, the NASDAQ composite really brought us all the way up here. And then all of a sudden, that's been going sideways for 3 months, and the Dow took over. It's going to be like, okay, when these babies come out, is it going to be the NASDAQ and the NDX once again? You know what I mean?
Right, right.
Yeah.
I mean, we're in some interesting markets. It just, but we're up at or near all-time highs. So things are going to get a little dicey up here.
Yeah.
Right? I mean, that said, look at durable goods today.
Right.
Up 2.2%.
Yeah.
That's a big number for durable goods.
It's a big number, and what seems to be happening here, this is right around the world too, right? This is just not a USA deal, folks. Okay. So there is cash. It's going to be interesting, Kevin, to see. Are we going to get inflation? Because it seems to me like every asset class is going up. It's like, okay, really? Is it the funny money time here?
Yeah, apparently inflation is going to be the last shoe to drop, not the first or second, because we keep waiting and the numbers just aren't showing up, but they will.
Yeah.
They usually do. I mean, it's just they're not doing it as quickly as we thought. But hey, listen, you've got a 10-year yield now 2.45.
Right.
Blew through that 2.4 level pretty fast here.
Yep, and this is the big one. That's going to make your
Right.
TLT trade kind of nice here today.
Yeah, we've got a TLT trade on that's going to be. We're exact. Thank you for noticing.
Well,
our
I'm on
TLT
the other
trade
side
we
of
put
that.
out.
I'm not on the other side yet. I'm not short bonds yet. Do you know what I mean? I long
Right.
bonds, but I'm tempted out here this morning. So I've been watching the trade closely, man.
Going right towards our 122 strike.
Oh, it's a beauty, man. It's a beauty. They gapped down today, man. And listen,
Yes, it
folks,
did.
every trading day, Kevin sets up some great strategies. And strategies are the name of the game, folks. You don't have to be directional. It's a strategy play. Kevin, you have a great one, a safe one. Of course, we can't wait for the show, 45 minutes, and when we got action. And you got big action out here, folks. This is when you really can learn so much about options, man.
Thanks for having me on, Tom.
Have a great one, man. Have a safe one. Look forward to the show in 45 minutes.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Stay right there, folks. Coming right back. Dow right now is off 28.
Larry Pesavento has just started his brand new service, Fibonacci 24/7, and he's already delivering content to his subscribers on a daily basis when the market's opened and even on weekends. Each Monday, you'll receive Larry's written report that provides detailed commentary and a summary on the charts and videos that Larry sends out. And throughout the week, when warranted, Larry will send out via charts or videos or both the key markets that he is watching during the day. This will be up-to-the-date, active trading information that will help you in your daily trading. In Larry's first week alone, he sent out 25 charts, 6 videos, and a full report to his subscribers in just 1 week. If you're a technical trader that uses patterns and retracements to trade, then Larry's service Fibonacci 24/7 is something that you must try. Right now, new subscribers can get a full 30-day money-back guarantee. With nothing to risk, sign up now to Larry Pesavento's Fibonacci 24/7 by visiting the front page of TFNN.com under Trading Newsletters.
platinum, grains, crude oil, gold, copper, cattle, hogs, gasoline, natural gas, coffee, cotton, cocoa, and sugar. These are just some of the commodities mentioned in the most recent issue of Andy Hecht's Techno-Mental Commodity Report. Andy publishes his weekly newsletter every Thursday morning, where he breaks down the commodity market and provides his subscribers with specific trading recommendations based on his trading methodology. By signing up for a free trial to the Techno-Mental Commodity Report, you'll get a full 30 days to try out this powerful newsletter service and see for yourself the types of trades Andy has recommended for his subscribers. When you sign up for a 30-day free trial, you're under no obligation to pay anything. And should you decide to continue, you will lock in the low rate of only $79 a month. Sign up right now for the Techno-Mental Commodity Report and make sure you're ready to catch the next big trade in commodities. For more information and to get started today, visit the front page of TFNN.com.
You know what's cool? Taking something that's good for you. Something specifically formulated to help with weight loss, better sleep, stress reduction, and the need to detox.
Nico, our hunter and gatherer ancestors found all their nutritional requirements for health in their wild environment. But today, our food sources no longer contain the vitamins, minerals, and nutrients our bodies need to stay healthy and strong.
That's why we need Primal Edge Daily Nutrition. It includes a special blend of ionics, oil-based vitamins, minerals, fatty, and amino acids in an easy-to-use liquid form.
Primal Edge is powered by highly concentrated fulvic and humic acids, nature's preferred delivery system. They have been called miracle molecules because, like sunlight, air, and water, life cannot exist without them.
That's right, Paige. They ensure we receive all the nutrition we need to be healthy and thrive. We take it every morning.
Primal Edge, formulated and approved by Nico and Paige of Living a Primal Lifestyle. Buy it today for just $89. Click on the Primal Edge banner on the front page of TFNN.com. We take your phone calls now. Toll free at 1-877-927-6648. Internationally at 727-445-1044.
Welcome back, folks. Dow Industrials right now down 47. You get the Nasdaq off 19. S&Ps are off 9. Let's go into the S&Ps first, because what you have, we're going to get some volatility out here today. Well, we have volatility out here today. And what you'll see intraday out here is that the first sell down, you broke the swings, you broke them with volume. Right now you're at 25.57. What you're going to see here, it's a small ABC. Well, actually it's a good ABC down, a bigger one. You know, the 8 point on this was the highs of yesterday at 25.77. Your low out here was at your B was 25.61. Your C's laying out here at the 25.70. That gives you a 25.54 price target. Right now we're at 25.57. If you haven't test drove the Nadex platform, folks, great time to do it. You can come over to our website at TFNN, hit the banner, bring up the exchange, and you'll be able to see, follow along with us as we trade these defined option contracts. Now, if we go into the, and I'll get into this in a second, gold. Let's go take a look at the gold market, because what you're going to see out here, if you trade the futures and you trade in the gold market, folks, you have to test the Nadex platform, and I'm going to show you why. The gold market this morning. So picture this. I'm going to give you the longer range on it first. So the longer range, what gold has done the last 3 days is this: is that it comes into the swing point of the 6th of October. Dramatically lighter volume. Each day we've rejected that level. Okay, so you take that aspect of it together with the aspect of good old King Dollar. Okay, so what King Dollar has done is that every time King Dollar gets up to this August 6th time frame, you get a seller that's laying up there just waiting for King Dollar to get up there, and they just slam it. Okay, so that being said, if we go over to the platform and you want to see just how defined risk can work, and it always doesn't set up like this, but when it does, it is about as cool as you can get. So this morning, as the gold's coming down, you're sitting there laying there, you know, basically looking, saying, okay, my take is that, you know, wants to go higher. Well, when you take a look at the risk versus the reward, this is where this gets really wild, and this is what it is. So you get a spread out here. There's all different spreads, and that's why when we talk about this, that we want you to test drive the platform first. So the spread that I went into this morning happened to be 1275 to 1325. Now, you get a 50-point spread, right? The amazing thing about this, if you've ever traded the future market in general, and gold in particular, okay? Gold in particular, okay, folks, can take you to heaven and hell in about a heartbeat, right? Well, if you trade a contract, you know, a contract basically is 100 ounces, full contract, $100 a point, right? Well, inside the gold market, you can move $5 or $10 in a second, right? When you take a look at what you have in the Nadex platform, what you're going to see, and this is why you have to be on it with funny money first, is that what you're going to see this morning, there was not. This is what amazing. Because gold hadn't been moving, right? The contract itself, I got in these contracts. Let's see, what time did I get in these things? Okay, it looks like 9:08. I get in at 9:08, and I got in at average price with, let's say, 76.80. So watch this. This is like crazy. Doesn't mean I'm going to make money, but I'm going to show you the risk versus the reward is pretty insane. 76.80. So I risked $18 a contract to make 482. Now, I certainly don't think that gold's going to go to 1325. But the point is that when you have that type of risk and reward, and every point that it's going, you're making $10 per contract, that is a nice setup. It's particularly a nice setup instead of putting $5,300 up for a contract. So, you know, you can check this out. I like how this is set up. What is unusual is this, is that because the gold contract wasn't moving, for some reason the premiums were like almost, it was pretty strange actually. But bottom line, I've seen it before. You know, that's the bottom line. So check it out, because the risk versus the reward with that setup is pretty wild. And you know, the way that the markets are trading out here today, we have volatility. The volatility's come back in here, and it's come back in here very quickly. And this is the type of market, when you do get volatility in here, you can expect some movement. And I suspect this movement is more than likely about the note and bond market too. We'll see whether we get a rejection of the July low, which is 124.14. You're going to have volume. We're going to have volume out here today. Yesterday you had light volume. We came down, I think, at 1.2 million. You were breaking the swing. It had 1.8. Let me just see this for a second. Yeah, 1.35 we end up doing. We've already done 1.1. So you're gonna have some big volume out here. The swing we were breaking was 1.8. But guess what? If we close inside 124.14 again, that's saying, guess what? That's fast down movement. And that's saying that that bond still wants higher price, lower yield, and it's going to be pretty wild watching that whole thing shake out. Some of the higher volume stocks out here, and a few of these stocks, we were just talking with our man, Mr. Kevin Hinks, are getting smoked. Arcadia Healthcare, we'll get into that. That's down 25%. That's down 10.62. You get Advanced Micro down $1.49, trading 12.78. GE's down again. That's down 16 cents. You got Marbell off $1.25. Let's see. Regions Financial, that's up 19 cents. AK Steel's off 19. You got Juniper Networks down $1.40. Akamai Technology, that's up $2.90. And we were talking about Chipotle. Chipotle, folks, is a monster ABC down with a price target of $100. You know, you're down 45 right now. It's a huge ABC down. This thing is in big trouble. And as Kevin Hinks had said, this was a $758 stock, so it's down $500 from August of 2015. If you want to see a stock that it has two different things, it has a high with no volume at all, and then you have volume off a high. Volume off a high, folks, sets up a much larger correction than normal. And that this one has it, and has it in spades. It's pretty amazing. And if I ever, when I start picking that up years ago, what was the absolute mind blower was GE and GM. They both had volume off the high. Of course, GM ended up going BK. GE looks like it's never got close to its high, but it looks like it's going to go down to the $11 area. Our phone number is 877-927-6648. Let's go inside the NDX, see what the strength is versus the weakness. Strength out here today is Akamai, that's up 5.6%. Express Scripts is up 4%. Biogen up 1.1%. Taking it out of it is Sirius Satellite, that's down 4. You get Illumina down 3. You get Seagate down 2.4. And CSX is down 2.4. Coming right back, folks. Today, it's hard to tell if the economy is coming or going. Regardless, I want my money going in the direction I choose. If that's your stance as well, then you want to know how Everbank can help keep your money thriving just the way you want. Is growing your money a priority? Everbank is committed to a yield pledge promise to pay high yields on your checking, money market, and CD balances. Looking to diversify? Everbank ingeniously developed accessible ways to spread your money around the world into foreign currencies and even non-FDIC insured metals. And when it comes to your wealth, they bring a highly experienced and global perspective to help you manage it. Everbank's financial philosophy flies in the face of the status quo. They believe your money's performance should not be determined by today's economic circumstances, but by the drive to rise above them and create opportunities that favor your objectives. If that excites you, like it does me, call 1-855-750-4051 to find out what they can do for you. That's 1-855-750-4051. Call them today. Everbank is a member FDIC and equal housing lender. Hi folks, this is Tom O'Brien. If you'd like to be the bank and get the type of interest they receive instead of the low interest rates they give to clients, then I have an investment you may want to take a look at. I'm offering 4-year secured first mortgages on buildable city lots in St. Petersburg, Florida. The investment can be anywhere from $30,000 to $75,000 per buildable city lot. The interest paid is 7% per year, paid monthly. Depending on the investment, the income per month per lot ranged from $175 for a $30,000 investment to $437.50 for a $75,000 investment. If you are in the CD market, you want to look at this investment. St. Petersburg is located in Pinellas County, which is the densest county in Florida. If you're looking for an investment with your principal intact that pays a good interest rate, this may be for you. The supply is limited, so act now. For more information on these secured first mortgage opportunities, you can call me at 877-518-9190. That's 877-518-9190.
Many of our new listeners have heard about the Tiger's Den, but wondered, what exactly is it? The Tiger's Den is a lively community where professional traders and investors can meet, exchange ideas and information in a comfortable, moderated atmosphere. Hear all of your favorite TFNN shows, plus see all the charts as they happen live during those shows, and have access to all those charts. You can test drive the Tiger's Den absolutely free for 30 days. It will greatly enrich your knowledge of these markets. Details on the Tiger's Den are on the front page of TFNN.com. Tiger TV is an exciting way to experience TFNN programming. See high-definition video, giving you crystal clear charts, as well as seeing some of the faces of TFNN's highly acclaimed financial experts with crisp, full-fidelity sound. Catch Tom O'Brien, John Logan, Steve Rhodes, Basil Chapman, Larry Pesavento, Think or Swim, David White, Andy Hecht, and Daryl Martin in crystal clear, high-definition audio and video. Tiger TV, exclusively at TFNN.com. This segment is brought to you by Think or Swim. For more information, just click the Think or Swim banner on the front page of TFNN.com.
Welcome back, folks. The Dow Industrials right now down 49. You get the Nasdaq off 13. S&Ps are off 9.5. Let's see. Crude inventories rose 856,000 barrels. Let's see what else they're saying out here. The USO. Let's see what that's doing into the oil market. So, thus far, yeah, thus far it's not it hadn't put any juice inside that market just yet. Gasoline. Crude gasoline inventories fell. This is the big one, man. This is pretty amazing, actually. Yeah, so gasoline inventories fell 5.47 million barrels, EIA said. And that's what the API numbers were last night, too. There was a big drawdown inside the distilled market. Right now, if we go take a look at the XLE and see how the XLE is setting up, XLE is down 21 cents. You're trading $67.32. And that's basically coming into the lower end of this range that's been in for 5 days. 67.35 is the number. And you're talking about, this is going to be a small ABC down. Because this is what you have right now. You have 7.5 million at that level, at the, actually 9.2 million, but you'll still do 9.2 million. We've already done 2.2 million in the first hour of trading, so that's going to set up about 12 million. Let me go into the XOM and see what ExxonMobil's doing. So ExxonMobil hasn't been able to hold price this morning. CVG, that hasn't been able to hold price either. Yeah, it looks like it. Whoops, what did I just do? There we go. It looks to me like you're going to have some pressure inside that energy market out here today. We go inside the financials, the XLF. So XLF out here has got to a high today of 26.92. They're selling that down a bit. What's selling down inside of there? It'd be interesting. Let's J.P. Morgan. So J.P. Morgan, that's kind of flat. That is flat. Morgan Stanley. They're selling Morgan Stanley down. Okay, Berkshire. Let's go to Berkshire. BRK. Berkshire's still the largest weighting structure. So they're selling Berkshire down. It's interesting. They're selling the banks down with the aspect that the bonds, the notes and bonds are going up. Now, what you have there, the faster that the 2-year and the 10-year go up, the 2, the 5, and the 10 actually, will make a difference on the yield curve. And that's what banks are basically making, well, would make huge amounts of money on. So the 10-year right now is at 2.4. The 5-year is at 2.2. No, is at 2. The 30-year is at 2.9. You can see. So what's happening is that you have the short end of the curve, meaning the 2, the 5, and the 10, going up quicker than the long end. And that when you go up on rates, normally what happens when you go up on rates, the whole curve goes up, and that's when banks make a fortune. What has happened thus far is that the short end is going up much faster than the long end. And that's when you call a flattening curve. And what happens on a flattening curve is that the market is saying that, yeah, the Fed's going to go up. We think the short-term rates are going to go up on a short-term basis. But inflation hasn't kicked in on a long-term basis, so those rates, they'll lend money at a longer rate basis, still at short money. That's not great for banks. So we'll see if this is how this is shaken out. The thing that's going to be intriguing is that right now, folks, okay, this is the largest, this is where this is going to get pretty wild to see how this shakes out in the 10-year right now, because right now, as of October 16th, when you look at the traders' commitment report, this is the largest short position in 10-year Treasury that there's ever been. So it's going to be like, oh, really? Is everyone going to be right here? We'll find out, and we'll find out pretty quickly, I suspect, because we're at 124.12. Let me go to the 30-year for a second, because the 30-year, we've talked about this many times, the 30-year has to actually go down almost 3 more points in order to break a swing point, a major swing point that it hasn't done since 2000. The 30-year would have to break 147.07. And, last time we broke a major swing point goes all the way back to December of 1999. It's pretty amazing, actually, when you think about it. And the bond market in general, just so you really wrap your head around it, the bond market in general has been in a bull market since January of 1980. That's when rates were 14.5%, and rates have come down from 14.5%, of course, to just about zero. 877-927-6648. Let's go and take a look at the GDX and see what these golds are doing out here. So the GDX, you're down 15 cents. Yesterday you did 30 million shares. We're at 8.8 right now. You're coming into, so you broke the swing point of the 2nd of October. So we're into that. Did it with lighter volume. So now we're coming right into the strength from how we went up on the 16th of August. So 2250 is the number. 2250 to 2316. That's how this baby is set up right now. We're never going to do well. We did 30 million shares yesterday. It's coming into 50 million. The real question is going to be, do you get a rejection of lower price out here? It looks like we're going to get the lighter volume, but we're going to get the lower price. If we go back over to the E-minis for a second, what you're going to see out here, I suspect, is that it's slowly making its way to this 2554 area. We made 2556. What you can expect when you get a market that you get two sell downs like this, you know, it's always intrigued me, like, is it the same seller on a continual basis? And you don't know. But what you do know is this, is that we've had two different sells down. There's going to be another sell down. And the real question is going to be, will it be able to hold lower price? Because that's just kind of how the markets work, you know. The first sell down, whoever the operator was, they got it going. Second sell down, they got it going, and they must be in shock, okay, that you get 10 S&P points down. I can't remember when we've been down 10 S&P points. So what you'll get there is you'll get the operator to look and say, okay, you just wait. You get a little counter trend bounce, bang, you hit it again, and they'll see, can we really get this thing going? If we take a look at the Dow Industrials, the strength versus the weakness inside the Dow out here today, you have the Boeing is putting 24 negative points into it. Goldman is putting 12. IBM's putting 11. Travelers is putting 6. Positive points, you have Visa putting 14 positive, Big Mac 7, Johnson & Johnson 3. And you can see how those high-priced stocks, they don't have to move much to put points into it. I mean, Boeing, you know, come out with numbers, good numbers. They're selling it down $3, but Boeing is the leader on the way down, and $3 is nothing for Boeing. You're talking about a $262 stock. That's like a sneeze. You stay right there, folks. We'll be coming right back. Dow Industrials right now down at 68. Nasdaq is off 18. S&Ps are down 11. We're going to be right back.
Has the current market volatility continued to stop you out of trades when the market spikes against you? Now is the perfect time to open up an account with Nadex. Nadex, the North American Derivatives Exchange, is a brand new, completely regulated Chicago-based exchange, and unlike most other exchanges, Nadex allows you to trade directly through them with direct market access when using their completely free trading platform, which also features real-time charts and full customization capability. One of the advantages of trading with Nadex in volatile markets is that your risk is always capped and you have the ability of keeping your trades open even when the market spikes against you. Nadex is completely brand new with a line of unique trading products that are unavailable anywhere else. See how it works at nadex.com. That's Nadex.com. Or click on the Nadex banner on the front page of TFNN.com. Futures and options trading involves risk and may not be appropriate for all investors.
Tom O'Brien's weekly gold letter, The Gold Report, gives complete and concise coverage of the entire gold market. Inside, you'll get Tom's commentary on gold, the dollar, the rand, the bond, the XAU, the HUI, and detailed coverage of nearly 25 mining stocks. He'll give you the entry price, price target, and stop price of each stock trade. The Gold Report is a long-term newsletter where the focus is on building real wealth through the management of a successful portfolio of gold stocks. With a lifetime of knowledge and almost 12 years of writing his informative weekly newsletter, The Gold Report, Tom O'Brien can provide you with the important market information to help you make better trades in the gold market. Don't let the next bull run in gold pass you by. To get a month-long free trial to The Gold Report, an $85 value, visit the front page of TFNN.com today.
David White's newsletter, The Technology Insider, is focused like a laser on finding the next big things in technology. If you had invested only $10,000 in Microsoft in 1986, you'd have been a millionaire by 2000. Disruptive technology like Microsoft's is the key to these massive long-term profits, and the Tech Insider is the vehicle from TFNN to capitalize on these opportunities. This is the go-to newsletter that identifies, monitors, and profits on mostly little-known cutting-edge companies with great long-term prospects. David's experience is as an inventor of Emmy-winning animation products for TV and Hollywood that propelled a company public. Match that with 14 years as a full-time trader, and he's uniquely qualified to guide you through the light-speed world of ever-evolving high-tech. If you're ready to ride the next big technology bull market for less than $40 per month, log on to TFNN.com and get your 2-week free trial to the Technology Insider. Get in on the ground floor of the next big thing today.
Don't forget, you can listen to TFNN live on your mobile device 24 hours per day. Go to TFNN.com, then hit Watch Tiger TV. That's TFNN.com, then hit Watch Tiger TV for the latest market information.
Welcome back, folks. We have the Dow right now down 63, Nasdaq's off 19, S&Ps are off 11.5. And here's a bit of trivia for you, folks. So, not this is trivia, but fact. So, according to Bloomberg, let's see, market sentiment, the number of bulls outnumbering bears, is the most in 30 years, 3-0. On top of that, right, in the last... How many trading days? Yeah, in the last 6 days, the percentage of short interest in the spiders has gone down 40% to 18 million shares. 18 million shares is nothing. So it's pretty incredible, that number. The number of 30 years, number one, and the number of short positions. And, of course, what ends up happening with that aspect is that that's when you can get very fast markets on the way down. The reason being is that when you have larger short interest, of course, what ends up happening is that, the bottom line is that you want to cover your shots on the way down. And what that does specifically is that it gets buyers inside the market. 18 million shares. It's actually pretty amazing that is that low. The reason being is that each and every day the SPY does about 40 to 80 million shares. So that is anemic in an incredible way. No two ways about that. Notes and bonds, that's the ones that's what I think you should keep your eye on in a big way out here today. If we still see more selling pressure, we haven't really got good selling pressure in the markets yet. We're right next to that ABC structure on the way down. What's going to get interesting in the S&Ps is that you get that, the 54 level. Actually, we just got it. So it just finished in one ABC, hit 25.54. We got the number, right? So now what you're going to watch for is this. You're going to get an extended one, and it looks like we're going to. And you get, let me pull this back quick. So this is going to get interesting here because they got it done. Oh, I see what's happening. So now, what is that over there? 25.40, 42. Okay, so now you get game. Yeah, you get game into this. My God, that'd be quite a day. Yeah, you get game into 25.49. 25.49 is the low of how we were trading at 9:20 on the 19th. That's what that set up. So you can expect action number one. You can expect, we just went through that, the amount of short positions that are out there. There's not short positions out there to be bought. So bottom line, guess what? You can get some real action going here. The Gold market's down $1.60, 12.76. King dollar doesn't look like it's going to be able to hold a price. That's down $1.41 at 93.520. And, you know, we'll see inside that Dow, because the Dow is the top line number, meaning that, you know, bottom line, you know, we go up a couple $100 yesterday, back 76 today. But because of the aspect of these high volume, these high price stocks, it doesn't take much that the Dow can either go up or down a couple hundred points right now. That's kind of how they shake out. It's impressive, of course, when they go up. You know, we'll find out what happens when they go south. If we do go look at the NQs, what you have with the NQs, the selling's coming in the NQs right now too. You know, you get the selling, it's coming in. It's going to break the lower end of. Oh, look at this. The NQs might actually be an ABC down too. Let me see this. This is going to get interesting. So if that's the case, where's that going to go? We'll do this quick. 61.23. 61.23. So let's see. The most conservative way to do it is do a 61, right? 61.23. That's a big one. That's 84. Get you. Okay, so that's pretty cool. 684. That's 6,000. That's 6,020. If the NQs do that ABC structure down, and it's laying right at that level right now, and we'll see in the next 10, 15 minutes if it can break it. If it breaks that level with volume, then you're going to see some real action inside the NQs also. Right now, percentage-wise, what you have, shot percentage-wise, we're down 0.3% in the Dow, 0.3% in the S&P, 0.4% in the NDX 100. The composite itself, let's go take a look at the composite. So the composite right now, you're down $29. You're going after the low of 6,558. You've hit 6,566 thus far. Looks like it's going to go after it though. If we take a look at the 3 Qs, let's see. So you're down 48 cents. You're down 6 million shares. Okay, so the 3 Qs are going to go after the low of the last week of 147.27, and it won't take much to bust that because we only had 27 million shares traded at that level. And what you do have is that it's going after it intraday right now, and we'll see. Thus far, it doesn't have the volume on that ABC structure on the way down, but it hasn't broke the level yet either. And I do expect we're going to go after it, and we'll see whether that test is successful or not. And as we're talking, here goes those bonds again. See, these bonds want higher price. If the more pressure that we're going to get selling down, you're going to see these bonds turn. You're going to see them turn pretty quickly. This is just wild, man. When these swing points, when these markets talk, walk, and squawk, they just don't be quiet. We just went from, let's see, so the low of the 10-year out here today was 124.06. We're at 124.14 right now. And I believe that's the only number that we actually got to get inside of. But I suspect if this thing really gets going, the 10-year will be flat. 124, yeah, 124.14 is the number. And news, it's not that there's any news out here. Bottom line is that this is just all about markets moving around very quickly. Some of the higher volume equities out here, you get Advanced Micro down $1.30, Marbell's down 149. You have Freeport McMoran off 57 cents. Arcadia Health, let's go see what the heck is that. Arcadia's down $10.87. They operate a network of behavioral health centers, the psychiatric and chemical dependency services. Oh, I wonder if this is one of these opiate mills. So what has happened on the east coast of Florida, folks, okay, is that these opiate crisis is dramatic, of course, all over the United States. So they missed their earnings, 65 cents versus 58. But what you also have happening is that there's plenty of health companies that are taking advantage of the aspect of how Medicaid works, because what happens is that they get on the opiates, they get them off, they get them back on again. Bottom line is that it's like a nonstop circle going back in these healthcare facilities, and the healthcare facility, of course, charging it up. So this company just got taken apart by 25%. We take a look at this. Oh man, this is a monster ABC down. 85, oh, 40 bucks, 45 bucks. Great, the stock's going to $9. Right now you're at 33. Stay right there, folks. We're coming back.
Are China A shares hot or not? If you trade China A shares, now may be time to take a closer look. Trade CHAU or CHAD, Directions Daily CSI 300 China A Share Bull and Bear ETFs. China A shares in either direction. Visit directioninvestments.com today. An investor should consider the investment objectives, risks, charges, and expenses of the Direction shares carefully before investing. The prospectus and summary prospectus contain this and other information about Direction shares. To obtain a prospectus or summary prospectus, please contact Direction shares at 866-476-7523. The prospectus or summary prospectus should be read carefully before investing. An investment in the funds is subject to risk, including the possible loss of principal. The funds are designed to be utilized only by sophisticated investors such as traders and active investors. Distributor Foreside Fund Services, LLC.
Hi, I'm Steve Rhodes, host of the Trader's Edge heard daily at TFNN.com and author of Mastering Probability, a daily investment and trading newsletter service that I send out each morning by 8 a.m. My morning newsletter service covers exactly what the markets have been doing since last night's close, providing you with an edge on your trading day ahead. You get actionable trading ideas, including the exact entry, stop, and profit targets. Plus, I'll teach you the patterns and hidden market correlations that will make you a better trader. As a subscriber, you'll gain access to my 90-minute money management workshop, where I'll teach you the secrets that'll save your assets. The bottom line, I've got your back, including a 30-day money-back guarantee. See for yourself the type of analysis I provide each trading day by signing up for Mastering Probability today. With nothing to lose, this is an offer you should not pass on. Mastering Probability can be found under Trading Newsletters on the front page of TFNN.com.
TFNN has put together the finest programming lineup each trading day, featuring some of the most knowledgeable and respected financial minds in the nation to educate traders and investors. On Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays, we broadcast 8 hours a day, starting at 9 a.m. as Larry Pesavento kicks us off with Trade What You See. Tuesdays and Thursdays, we broadcast 11 hours. Get an early and healthy start to your day as Nico and Paige bring you Living a Primal Lifestyle. Then catch Andy Hecht at 5 p.m. with the Commodities Hour, following the Tom O'Brien Show. Swim lessons from TD Ameritrade Thinkorswim is now at 11 a.m., followed by Basil Chapman at 12 noon. See the TFNN program lineup via the link on the front page of TFNN.com to get a complete overview of our TFNN shows and hosts. And keep TFNN's Tiger TV tuned in on your mobile device, PC, or Mac for the latest financial news and information throughout the broadcasting day. TFNN.com. Educating investors. Learn how to trade options with swim lessons. Brought to you by TD Ameritrade Thinkorswim. Next on TFNN.
Welcome back, folks. The Dow right now is down 69. You get the Nasdaq off 24. S&Ps are off 12.5. And Bill Ackerman, he's having a tough day out here. So he is one of the largest owners of Chipotle, and it looks like, let's see. Yeah, he woke up this morning down 120 million. That's pretty intense. Yeah, there he is right there. He's the largest owner. So he owns 10.2% of it. Vanguard owns 9% of it. Fidelity's getting hit too. Fidelity owns 5.8% of it. Of course, Fidelity, BlackRock, that's going across a lot of funds. But in Pearson's case, he is down some money, man. In fact, he's down, according to Bloomberg, he's down 320 million on this trade thus far. That is one monster. He got in last year. Bottom line is that it's a confirmed ABC down. This is a now you know what's interesting here? We actually got a double. So watch this. 1 second. 500. That's 200. So check this out, folks. You get an ABC structure inside an ABC and Chipotle. So your probability goes much higher. The weekly has a price projection of 122. Your monthly has a projection of 100. This thing is toast. Get the peanut butter and jelly out. Get it all out, man. That is freaking intense. Holy cow. You know, because the bottom line is that you're at, you're down from 750. You're at 270, which seems like insane as it is. But guess what? When we're down at those lower levels, that's going to be about as amazing as you can be. You stay right there, folks. Got a lot of great programming coming up for you. We have the Dow Industrials right now down 72. Nasdaq is off 25. S&Ps are off 12.5. Bottom line, you get 11 o'clock. You get a lot of trading left, and you get some momentum on the downside, folks. I think this is illegal. I think it's against the law. Stay right there. Have a great one, folks. Have a safe one.
Since 1984, Basil Chapman has been using the Chapman Wave methodology to advise traders of his expert market opinion. While originally hand-drawing charts from the late 1970s into the 1980s, Basil noticed that prices under most circumstances virtually always had a certain number of legs to the upside before declining sharply. Later, Basil found that computer software, which included the standard market technical indicators, enhanced the degree of accuracy in calling price turns, as well as market trend calls. Thus was born the Chapman Wave sequence. Using the Chapman Wave methodology along with other indicators, Basil Chapman advises his subscribers of his expert market opinion each market day with his opening call newsletter. Right now, you can get a 2-week free trial to the opening call, Basil's daily trading newsletter, by visiting the front page of TFNN.com. Cancel at any time during that trial and pay absolutely nothing. Get your 2-week free trial to Basil's newsletter, The Opening Call, today by visiting TFNN.com.